What's going on, everybody? So today we are coming at you with a super affordable and pretty cool offering from Skami. So now, if you don't know, Skami is it's like a Casio knockoff company out of China, and this is another one of their offerings. The cool thing about this one is I got it on the AliExpress sale back in July, and I only paid, are you ready for it? $9.83 for this sucker. So as cheap as Casios are, I don't see how they can actually make money selling these things, because not even the F91W is that cheap, so $9.83. Did I get my money's worth? Now that's the question I hope we will answer in this video. So you know what, let's jump right into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 47.4 millimeter case diameter, so it's a big one, but it is like one of the big, it's roughly the same size as the big G-Shocks, right? So it's 13.7 millimeters thick, and it does have the recess, a little lip here. The crystal is recessed in there. All right, the lug to lug, if you could call it lug to lug, I think it was measured to right here. It was 54.8. And the lug width underneath right there is 20 millimeters. It is powered by an unknown Chinese digital quartz movement, which is powered by a CR2430 battery. And as you can see at the top, it says it has a 10-year battery life. Crystal is a mineral crystal. I looked all over. I tried to find it. I don't know if it's plastic or mineral. It feels like it's mineral crystal. So that's not too bad. And it has 100 meters of water resistance. It's made from the same resin type material that Casio G-Shocks are made of. Now these came in two colors, black and green. Opted for the green. They're selling this on the website as a military style watch. I guess people in the military do wear a lot of G-Shocks. I know I was in the military, and then I spent 17 years working as a civilian for the Marine Corps. So I've been around a lot of military folks in the military community for 20 plus years. And they like their G-Shocks, and there's a reason for that. They're reliable, they're very tough, they're affordable, and they last forever, But I thought this was pretty cool, especially for $10. I said, under $10, let me roll the dice on this one. But there are a few things that are kind of quirky about this watch, and that comes with the territory. So let's go through what some of the buttons do on this watch. If you have not noticed, I would like you to look at the top where it is stating that you have a 10 years battery. Now on their website, I went back and looked on their website, and I'll roll some promo photos in here and stuff. It does have proper English on there. It says 10-year battery on it, but when you get the actual watch, they added the S. So that's a little bit of one of the issues you sometimes run into with translation. It's sometimes lost in translation, and the folks over in China don't get the English language or the grammar correct, or they don't get the spelling correct, and this is incorrect. It should say 10-year battery like it does on the website, but it says 10 years battery. All right, it says LED backlight and dual time. Yes, it is a dual time. I'm not sure why they put that up there. As you can see, it's separated by the dotted line. You could have put a lot more useful information. For example, you could have put the dual time up there, or you could have put an alarm function or switch, and I'll show you why they could have. I think they could have done that. So upper left, we have the light in bright orange, which is very cool because it's easy to read, it's easy to see, so you can operate it. You have the mode button right here on the lower left. You have another light button over here on the right. That's right, it has two lights. Why? I don't have any clue why it has two lights, but it does. It has two light buttons. Then you have a start stop up here. All right, so if we go back over here to the mode button, because this is the one that really does all the stuff. It is set at current time where I am at. All right, 5:29. There is the date, the month, and day, and it is a Monday. So it's August 14th, Monday, that I'm filming this. This is the alarm. So you do have an alarm you can set. This is the dual time. So I set it to East Coast time in this case. And this is a Stopwatch. Obviously, you start stop with this button. If you want to stop it, you press it. If you want to reset it, you just hold it in and it'll reset the thing. Press mode again and you're back into your time zone. Now, let me show you. Okay, there is the light button on the lower right and the light button on the upper left. Why is there two? I don't know. They could have put, I figured they probably could have put a button to control some information up there so you could have it at your fingertips. You wouldn't have to scroll through the menu. Kind of quirky, two light buttons. Why? I don't understand. You could have made that a blank and it would have been better. And as you can see, speaking of the light, even on this camera, it is very bright. That's another reason I bought it. I said, that's cool. That's very bright. I'll be able to read that no problem. When I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I gotta make a run to the bathroom and take a pee, I usually, out of habit, I just pick up my watch, or sometimes I'm wearing it, or sometimes I'll just pick this one and hit the light up. The problem is, and I'll show you when we do a loom shot, it is overly bright. It will blind you. It is that bright. So case back, let's see what the case back says. Case back says, let me get on this, Skimee 1560, which is the model number, 10 atmospheres. So it is 100 meters of water resistance. It says water resistance, 10 atmospheres. So it says it in two places. I guess they like doubling stuff up. I don't know what that's all about. Battery code CR2430. It does have the little stainless steel buckle on it. And as stated before, it is that plastic resin, just like a G-Shock. So yeah, man, for $10, I can deal with this. I'll throw this sucker on and I'll go out on the ranch and drive around and beat stuff up and shoot guns and dig holes and do whatever it is, that go swimming in the lake with this sucker. And I don't even have to worry about breaking it, losing it, under $10. And it's still, I've had it for a couple months now, no problems. I haven't attempted to break it or anything, but it's still holding up. And for $10, man, I cannot complain. It is big. If you have a smaller wrist, it's not gonna, I don't know that it would work out all that well for you, but neither will the big G-Shocks. I have a 7.5-inch wrist and it works out pretty well for me. So you know what, let's check out that loom like I was saying. And as you're gonna see, it's kind of blinding. All right, guys, so here we are. Look at that. It's so bright. Now that's the upper left-hand button. Boy, can you read that info on there. That's insane. If you hold it in, it still does not stay lit. It only stays lit for about 3 seconds. And you're thinking, well, maybe the other button is longer, keeps the light on longer. Nope, it does the exact same thing. But as you can see, that it's so bright that the numbers are almost blurry on it. It's crazy how bright the sucker is. So let's flip this camera around and go get some final thoughts. All right, guys, so here it is. What do you think about, have you heard of Skimee? Would you buy a Skimee? Is this a Casio alternative for you? I mean, these things under $10, what do you really expect for under $10? Now, I would have liked the spelling to be correct. And like I said, even Casio will leave this blank. Leave certain spots blank if they don't have a use for the button. Why two light buttons? That's goofy to me. I dig the green and orange. It's kind of a cool colorway. And other than that, man, for a throwaway watch, this is literally a throwaway watch. If something happens to this, I don't really care. So yeah, there it is, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.